Okay, in this video, I'm not going to be talking about anything really in particular. I'm just going to be talking off the top of my head. But I'll be talking about things that I know will be coming our way. Now, I talk a lot about how money will be going away. And people say, oh, that's a load of shit, and it won't happen. It's gonna happen. How exactly do you make money obsolete? Well, let's take a look at what is considered to be money. You know, I see people talking about buy gold, buy silver. Same story every day. Buy gold, buy silver. And the funny thing is that these companies are they're actually going to undercut themselves, because their greed is going to undercut themselves. Because what they're going to try to do, what they are going to do, is they're going to figure out how to make artificial gold, artificial silver, out of different types of silicas. Now, once you have this knowledge and technology of how to make as much gold and silver that you want, it doesn't really make sense to value it, does it? It won't have any more value than, you know, these stupid pieces of paper that we're using to trade with right now. So the only thing that will be of true value would be consciousness. Consciousness. And once money goes away, you're gonna find that a lot of the problems that we face in society are going to go right along with it. Bank robberies, for starters. Insurance companies, you know, a lot of this junk. It's gonna be like, kind of like what JFK said, you know, we do things not because they're easy, but because they are hard. And we will have gone through the most difficult process of doing things possible. And it really works on the principle of, for every action there's an equal and opposite reaction. You know, for every transaction that we've made, there's been currency in the middle of it. You know? You can't just get the things that you need. You had to do some sort of song and dance to get them. And people say to me, how will you be compensated, you know? Well, you're going to be compensated, because you're not going to be doing things anymore that are, you know, all these people are working day after day after day thinking that, you know, they're doing something productive. And really, it's counterproductive, and it's destructive. I mean, it should be plainly obvious that, you know, as the days go by, are people's stress levels going down? Is life getting easier? Or are they, you know, running around like chickens with their heads cut off, frantic, worrying about how they're gonna pay their bills? And so we should really concentrate on what relieves stress, you know, instead of building it up. And these banks, the banks and the Federal Reserve and all this other just nonsense has got to go away. We're gonna have to rise above it. We're gonna have to evolve. And you know what? I don't think that people will mind those things going away. One bit. And I mean, everything that we do, it's really tightening the noose around our necks. You know, and we're not being really compensated the way we should be for all of our advances. Yeah, I like to use the example of a satellite being put into the orbit for like a communication satellite. And yes, cell phones and PDAs and, you know, iPhones, they help us communicate easier to one another. But wouldn't it be better to just be able to communicate without having an entity basically blackmailing you, saying, oh, you want to communicate to other people? Well, you're gonna have to pay up first. It's a complicated issue, but anybody seeing this video, ask yourself the question, will you ever be able to launch your own communication satellite up into space so you can communicate for free? Not likely. And how do they get the money for these corporations? How do they get the money? I mean, didn't we create the space industry? You know, wasn't a government run? You know, I mean, why is the things that we've helped build being used against us? Communication should be free, bottom line. Energy should be free. The things that we need to operate in today's society should not be used against us as blackmail.